I mentioned it in the pre-show. Rondo didn't get to watch it, but Tony, you watched the Hulkster documentary.
Fuck yeah, dude! I'll tell you what, man. 4 hours of entertainment, and it didn't seem like a chore. Like I thoroughly enjoyed the entire thing, and there's enough in there that you can learn about Hogan that I don't think like a lot of people knew about before. Probably the saddest thing is like I didn't know about his hi Rhiannon.
See, my wife just came in here and pretended to hit me. That's love. That's great.
Is he bent over in the chair?
Yeah, she
Oh, there he
socked
is.
him.
Oh man.
I actually didn't think she was gonna do it, but she went like freaked me out. Oh my God.
Did you get them both?
She got everything.
She got a 2x2.
Write it down, Brundo. She got 2x2. I'm sorry, pal. I forgot how rough your wife can be.
That was unnecessary. I guess I deserved it though.
Hey man, old Hammond head's on vacation. We had to come in with something.
Yeah, but now she's home on Mondays.
We're gonna have the fucking beating. The wife beatings. Well, no, not that way.
We can't. I don't want to be dueling fucking crotch punches.
Dueling crotch punches.
Writing that down.
I'm gonna have to order a cup on Amazon when this episode's over. Anyway, Tony, you were saying there's enough on the documentary.
Yeah, like first of all, I had no idea that he had an older brother that he lost. You know, that really got him, dude. Like you never, like you hear the stories like where he was like suicidal and like he was thinking about killing himself and blah blah blah. But like when it came to his brother, dude, that was like different level. Like that just hit him the wrong way, you know?
Yeah, I don't know because I don't know if that's something like he's ever talked about.
Oh my God, you're really hurting.
It's uncomfortable.
You want me to text her to bring you up an ice bag?
No. Please.
Yeah, she's gonna just drop it on his nuts.
Yeah, it was right. It was, man. He just looked old. He looked old.
Oh yeah. The last time I was down in Clearwater, they did the interview in April last year. That's when I was down in Clearwater. So I saw him in that condition and just seeing him walking in, like kind of like hunched over with the cane and everything. Like, I mean, he was recovering from the surgery at this point too, you know, like he had a lot of shit going on already.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for a casual fan, there was a lot to digest. For us, I think it was done well. And there was, like you said, Tony, things that you could learn. There was things that they really didn't like. They got into him leaving the WWF the first time. They didn't go into why he left the AWA. They kind of skipped over his whole second marriage.
I mean, I don't know if there was anything really to tell with the second marriage. I mean, look, Linda was his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's cool that she was involved, even though like there was like some, heat brother between them. And then like she kind of found out that he fucking cheated on her and, something I didn't know. Like I knew there were problems. I didn't know like that was like the whole, thing that got the ball rolling on their split up. But it seemed like they made it seem like everything was great when he was with WWF. And then when he went to WCW, like everything went downhill. And then they said the fucking Hogan Knows Best was like the icing on the cake,
And they also like painted the NWO as like, he was like, yeah, I definitely want to be a part of that. When like the story everybody tells is like he was so fucking hesitant to turn heel. Like he was like on the fence up until he walked through the curtain.
Yeah, but I heard mixed things over the years, and it's Hogan. Like he embellishes. Like you take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah. I mean, Scott Hall has said that in his in a bunch of interviews where he said like Hogan was on the flight there, and they still had no idea if he was going to be in the match or not.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Hogan. It's the stories, you know. Like
Yeah,
he tore every ligament and tendon in his back when he body slammed Andre at WrestleMania and shit. You know,
he tore his leg to pieces when he leg dropped the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, he brought that up in the documentary.
I mean, he's a wrestler. He's a carny like that. That's you know, he's fucking like as much as like he's like this is Terry and this is the Hulk. Like he lived the gimmick. Like, you know. I was kind of surprised Bret Hart said some nice things about him, you know?
Yeah, that's changed in episode 3.
Yeah, well, but it was cool. Like, so like Linda was involved in a lot. His son was not much in terms of the interview, but like he was there like with him because the two of them were together in his later years, you know?
Right.
Mentioned Brooke. Brooke has actually come out and regretted that she wasn't involved, but it was kind of like her choice not to be involved. But dude, Christopher Lloyd, fucking Doc, Uncle Fester. They got him to fucking talk about Mr. Nanny. Yeah, was it
Suburban Commando?
Suburban Commando, that was it.
Suburban Commando, yeah.
I didn't expect him to be fucking sitting in a chair, but there he was.
Yeah, it was weird. The Donald Trump thing was fucking weird.
You know what, though? They reached out to the fucking president of the United States and said, do you want to do an interview for the Hulk Hogan documentary? And he said yes.
Yeah,
like,
but he came off like a fucking complete douchebag in like episode 2 or 1.
Who, Trump?
Yeah, I'm a busy man. What do you got? What do you want to talk about? Yes, I met him. He's got big arms. I'm like, well, this is not important. Now later, right?
But it's cool, man. Like it's the fucking president that was involved in your documentary. That's I think that's pretty cool.
But he's probably thinking, you know, he's probably has the same amount of thoughts in his head as Hogan when he was on however much fentanyl he was on in TNA.
Yeah, like when we get to like episode 4 and he talks about like why he got involved in politics, then there's a place for Donald Trump. Like having him so early in the documentary just didn't make sense.
Yeah, but no, you're missing the point though. He was involved with Trump like early on, like 2 WrestleManias. Like he was like the liaison between going to Atlantic City and Vince, you know?
No,
I see the connection there.
He didn't bring anything to the interview.
I thought he did. Good guy. He talked him up that he was a good guy. He's got big muscles. He was a star.
Shave his fucking eyebrows. Jesus Christ. Fucking big old bushy motherfuckers. I didn't particularly care for the political stuff. Later in the episode, I understand the context because then you get like...
You get the boo and, you know...
Oh my God, the boo. Holy shit.
And you know what's funny too? Like Jimmy Hart felt bad, and then when you listen to Hulkster, he's like, but that's what you wanted, brother.
That's with months after it happened, though.
Yeah, but dude, Hogan's a carny. Like you have to take yourself out of like reality for a lot of the shit that he says. Like that's just how he is.
All the shit he says, pretty much.
But also, like it's so like.
But it's also cool. Like you got to see a lot of like the home videos of him just being a dad and being around the house, like his relationship with Linda and the kids. You know, a lot of stuff we never saw about. Go ahead.
Can I point out one thing about that really bothered me? Oh. This is me just being a complete fucking dork. The fucking timestamp for Wales. It's like 3:38 a.m. and it's like fucking sunny and they're on the beach. And I'm like, God damn it. Learn how to set the fucking clock on the camcorder, Linda.
Did they have any videos of him teaching Nick to drive?
No, they didn't even touch on that. They did not touch on that. Or him putting oil on Brooke's back.
I tell you what, though, a young Linda, bro, she looked just like Brooke. Like the two of them, like it's uncanny how much they looked alike. Like young Linda and like Brooke, it's crazy. You don't think?
No, I agree. I'm reading the chat. I see you guys. We see you guys. But you guys are having like, who the fuck is Leo Lucy? I don't know what any of these things are. Who's Leo Lucci?
Who's Brendan Heaney?
Yeah, who's Brendan Heaney?
He's some fucking douche.
Bro, you don't talk to your family enough?
I guess not.
Jesus Christ, pick up a phone, call these people.
God damn, yeah, we see it, guys. Jeez, relax. We're talking about the Hulkster. How about you bring some Hulkster comments? Did you guys watch the documentary?
No.
It's also we're not gonna turn this into like a fucking Fightful thing where we're just gonna read fucking the chat the whole show. All right, so fucking chill your jets, guys. We see you. We'll go to you. We love you. Baby J says Hulkster is the goat.
Fuck yeah, he is. Send
was a
your
great
penis pics to Brundo directly.
It was I enjoyed it. You know, it was sad. The ending was sad because the documentary kind of ends and you know, they're like, oh, we'll see you in a couple months. And then he didn't make it a couple months.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're disappointed there was no Vern and Greg Gagne in the beginning.
No, I'm not disappointed. I just think they're I was like, how are they going to fit all this into just 4 episodes?
It was a lot.
How long were the episodes?
They started out like
hour
40,
each,
45 minutes, but the last one was like over an hour. It was like almost like an hour 20. They probably could have split the last one up, but I guess just because he passed, like they wanted to, you know, kind of keep everything together.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Baby J. I also cried at the end. It was sad.
I felt really bad when he was talking about his brother, when he was just like, I can't, we got to stop. I was like, holy shit. Because number one, I didn't know he had a brother. I didn't know what the story was there. And he felt bad. Like he gave his brother money. He's like, I should have brought him home with me. Could you imagine living with that regret for your whole life?
Woof.
We got to see Hogan get baptized, though.
I also thought it was
Uh-oh.
hysterical that the fucking Ultimate Warrior's catching fucking strays.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what the fuck? Even Bruce Pritchard got in on it.
Ted DiBiase has like fucking 6 parts in the whole four episodes, and one of them is like, yeah, that guy was the shit.
Yeah, there's a guy who's never liked the Warrior. That's for fucking sure.
You know what was really fucked up? You get an idea of really just how like fucking warped Linda was too. Like after Brooke was born, she's just like, I just stopped taking my birth control. Got knocked up. Don't worry. Terry eventually was fine with it. I was like, what the fuck? And he found out from his mother-in-law that his wife was pregnant. He's like, what the fuck? Could you imagine the promo? What the fuck, Linda?
Take your vitamins, dude.
Gotta get the plan busy, brother.
I thought it was good. I thought it was well done. I enjoyed it. You know, I would recommend people watching it. You know, it's a nice trip down memory lane.
For sure, yeah. They talk about the Gawker trial. They talk about the movie, and you know.
They talk about Bubba the Lud Sponge at all?
No, not really.
Yeah, he only banged his wife.
Well,
I mean, best friend's wife, I think, is what they said, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember them. I think like when they were showing like snippets from the news, they may have showed Bubba's name, but they didn't mention him.
Yeah, very brief. They briefly touched on Vince Russo.
Yeah,
and the end of WCW.
Hogan
TNA
going back against The Rock.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
You know, I briefly touched on the Shawn Michaels stuff. How Shawn Michaels was sticking it to him for being old.
Yeah, and how he fucking oversold everything in the match. Yeah,
what a piece of fucking shit.
He really was. Oh my god, I watched. I want to say it was WrestleMania. It was one of those like where they put together the top 10s.
WrestleMania?
Yeah, dude, you got to start following shit on YouTube. Like the top 10 clips. Like it was either them or it was. I forget the other one I watched, but it was like top 10 times like wrestlers like got annoyed, and it was like Shawn Michaels wrestling Vader, and he's like all fucking aggravated, and then they showed it with Shawn getting pissed off at Jose Lothario for being in the way of his fucking fireworks when he was trying to do his flexing, and he yelled at him. Oh, and then when he yelled at fucking Bret Hart and fucking Hebner, get the fuck out of my ring when he fucking won at WrestleMania 12. Like, what a piece of shit, dude.
I think I know what you're talking about. Is that the one with like Simon and somebody else? Adam Patizzi?
British guys. It's and shit like that, you know?
Here, 10 times Shawn Michaels was a whiny bitch. Tune in.
By the way, as an aside, no, you know what? Let's fucking wrap up Hogan. I could talk about that separately. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else? I enjoyed the shit out of it. I really liked it. I feel it didn't waste my time. It didn't insult my intelligence. I walked into it knowing who Hogan was and what he did. You know, like, and they even touched on his charity work. You know, like all like the Make-A-Wish stuff. So like I enjoyed it. Like I thought it was a good telling of the history of or the life of Terry Bollea.
Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, no, it was good. I enjoyed it. If you're a wrestling fan, watch it. It's a great trip down memory lane. You learn a bunch of stuff, and
I like too when Vince Senior named him Hulk Hogan because they wanted an Irish guy, and he goes, "But I'm Italian, brother."
At just point, look at that Indian over there, Chief J Strongbow. He's Italian. Who gives a shit?